Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Hello, early learners. It's me, Mrs. Reed Wright. I want to welcome you back to the art room. Remember, the art room is a place where we look at art and we talk about art and we create art. And we also meet famous artists. I wanted to say 1, 2, 3, say hi to me. Hands ready for my name, Mrs. Reed Wright. Ready? 1, 2, 3, say hi to me. Hi, Mrs. Reed Wright. And let's say 1, 2, and you'll just call out your name, and we'll just call out our names and say hello to ourselves. 1, 2, say hi to you. Hi, boys and girls. Let's sing our hello song and start our day. And it goes like this. Remember, it's an echo song where I sing, and then you sing exactly what I said until we come to the last line where we say that we're all here together again. All right? So, hello there, how are you, how are you? It's so good to see you, We'll sing and be happy that we're all here together again. I'm glad you returned because today is Teach Me Tuesday. Yesterday, when we met our artist, Arcimboldo, Giuseppe Arcimboldo, we found out he started out as a painter because he lived at home with his dad, who was a painter. We found out he then moved to Austria, where he became a portrait artist, and he was painting for people who had a lot of money. They heard about his talent and they said, "Come and paint my pictures," so he did. And then for a while he lived in Prague, which is another place in Europe where he was painting portraits of people. Then he decided he was going to begin painting portraits. It was called mannerisms. It was a kind of art called mannerisms, and it didn't last very long, but he painted pieces of fruit and some flowers and vegetables, and he made it look like someone's head. But for a while he was making stained glass, and yesterday we looked at some art that was made from glass. And today we're going to finish up our project that we were making a faux, or pretend, stained glass window. And we started by making our frame, and I showed you how to make a frame, and today we'll be going to the easel and we're going to paint the paper with watered down glue and put on our tissue paper to make it be see-through. If I put construction paper on there, you wouldn't be able to see through. When we're finished with this, I'm going to put it in my window at home, and so people will think I have a stained glass window. Now, I taught you how to cut the tissue paper when we made our piñatas. I think mine is inside my portfolio. Let me reach in here. Oh, remember this when we did cut paper? It's not a stained glass window, but I wanted you to see how mine ended up. Was it this way when we were hanging it? Was it this way? It doesn't really matter because it is just shapes. That's in there. Oh, I don't think I ever showed you this either. Oh, I'm seeing things in here that I am so interested in showing you. Remember this? I finished it. I finished painting all of the apples and I painted the background. I'm saving all of my things that I've created in my portfolio so that I can see what kind of art I did when I was coming to PBS for my art lessons. Remember this? When we were studying Diego Rivera and I taught you how to fringe your paper? We're using the same kind of tissue paper, but in a different way. Let me set this to the side. If you have your tissue paper, you just cut it into strips. I actually like to fold mine a few times. It's easier to keep the cuts straight that way. I folded it a few times. Look at how big it is now. I'm going to fold it one more time. Look how big it is now. It's just a little skinny snake. And I'm going to make this at least 2 fingers wide. Let me see if my 2 fingers are on here. Yep, look how I made it. So then I can open it a little bit so I can see the folds, because I'm going to snip it and snip it into little squares or rectangles. Doesn't matter if they're the same size or the same shape. And if they're too fat, I can cut them again when I start to glue them. I'll just put them in my stack of them I cut to be prepared. And you don't want to sit and watch me cut paper, so I cut it ahead of time. If you need to cut your paper and have a pile like this, you can make your art later and just follow the directions that I'm going to give you how to do it. Now, these are the materials I have. My wax paper is over on the easel. When we walk over there, I will show you, but I also need something else. In this little glass jar, I put some white glue, the kind you glue when you're using in your projects and art. And I put it in here with a lid on so that you wouldn't have to see me squeezing it out. And here it is. I don't have a lot. Look how much I have in there. It's a tiny pinky finger tall because I'm going to put some water in there. It is too thick for this project. Now this is one of my good brushes. And I know that when I use it with glue, I have to clean it especially good. And I rub the bristles gently like this, but you never tap your brush in the bottom of something, because we try to say it's like a ballerina and you keep her on her toes. And you would never smash your ballerina's toes. So when you wash it, you must use cold water, because cold water doesn't release the bristles from here. Release means come out. If I use hot water, it melts the glue that's in here. And then when you go to use your brush, some of the bristles come out and you say, how did that happen? And I would say, did you forget and wash with hot water? You say, oh, I did. So you have to be careful, because brushes are not cheap and you don't want to have to keep buying them. In this tiny jar, I brought my little bit of water. And I'm going to take this water and pour it into the jar. I see, is that enough water? Let's see, I'll mix it with my brush, being careful of my ballerina's toes. The same thing when you are painting, you don't smash your ballerina into the paint. You put just her toes in. You don't need the paint to come all the way up all the bristles, because then that's just too much paint. I'm going to hold this because I see I need a little bit more water. I think a grown-up might need to help you do this, because if you're doing this in a room where there's carpet or furniture, you want to be especially careful. Oh, I think this is good. When I had the glue with no water in there, it was thick. It was thick like a little bit of ice cream that I stirred up. But now it's like milk or cream. It's a little thicker. I'm going to take this over to the easel and begin my paint. I'm going to paint with paper. Let me stand up. Did we sing Archimboldo yet? I think we better. Here it is. It's the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Here it is. Giuseppe Archimboldo lived 500 years ago, made faces out of produce, fruits and veggies that you know. Alrighty, now I'm ready to go over to the easel. Stand up, Mrs. Read-Wright. Do it delicately. Do not jump over your glue. Bring your paper. I have to walk carefully, boys and girls, because this paper acts like feathers and it will fly across the room. Walk gently and carefully and gently, and put it on the table. This brush is so long, but it's the perfect size. So let me wipe a little of this glue off. I like to start out by putting a little glue. I'm going to draw around with my finger so you can see how big my paper is. My wax paper is taped here, and it's this big. I'm going to start in the corner and paint a little glue on here. And I'm going to then take a piece of the tissue paper and put it on there. Sometimes I have to glue down the edges a little bit, but I put enough glue I shouldn't have to. I want a piece of light orange, dark orange, light orange, dark orange. And it works out better if you overlap it, because then it makes the colors all different shades. It doesn't matter if I do it right away. Next to that, I can mark it around. I can even start way over here, but I like to stay in kind of an order so that it will fill up that space. I'm going to get some more of this light orange, put that on top. Notice sometimes it gets a little wrinkle in it. That's okay. The wrinkle doesn't make it look bad, but it kind of tries to make it fall off the paper. I'm going to put a little bit of red and make some stripes down, because I'm going to make this look like a pumpkin. So I'm going to put some red, like little stripes. Need more glue on my paper. Up toward the top, I'm going to put some green and brown as if I have a stem there. I'm going to put a lot of glue so that I can just put a bunch of paper on here. You know I won't be able to finish this, otherwise I would be rushing and it wouldn't look as good. But I'll finish it tonight and show it to you, or maybe I'll finish it and show you in a couple days, because I have a lot of other things I need to finish and show you. Look how I did that. With that much glue on there, I can put these around and not have to worry about overlapping, and then I can come back with my glue and paint over the top. Few more. This is a fun project because when I show you what it looks like when we hold it up to the light, you will think, oh my goodness, you put that in a window and people are going to think you have a stained glass window. Now, when I put that on there without painting behind, I have to go back and glue the pieces down. Don't you worry. Oh, I'm catching the drips just like with paint. Don't you worry, I'll finish this and you'll get to see what it looks like on another day. Set my glue down, because we want to make sure to say goodbye to one another and talk about what we need to bring tomorrow. I told you about Archimboldo's art and how he made the faces out of fruits and vegetables. This one's a little scary, but look what we're going to do. We're going to make a friendly little face using our paper cutouts. Look where mine are. I got in my magazine and cut out so many and put them in here so I could put it together with you. I hope you've been cutting out of magazines and newspapers so that you can bring it. We're going to sing, "Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye." Give a wink. Oh, give a smile and wink your eye. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. So tomorrow, bring your magazine cutouts, bring scissors. I needed 2 pieces of construction paper, a big one for the background and one for the face. See you tomorrow.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.